Hello, everybody. My name is Kevin, and today is the 17th of November 2020. I hope you had a good Monday and you kicked off the week well. Um, what have I got to say about that? We're nearing the middle to the end of November and to the middle and the end of the year. Um, what I've known is bringing these messages every day and the meditations every day has helped me lift up over and above and past and out the way of what seems to be a really tumultuous year. I did my shuffling this morning, and thankfully I pulled the Queen of the Light. Again, it's not the first time I brought these cards or this card into the meditation. And I always look for a message, a reason, something to bring all of you. What does this mean? Illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. Sometimes, all the time, most of the time, because we have a human experience, we're looking to dot the I's and cross the T's and make sure things are organized, especially around the holidays where families are used to tradition and they're used to planning and they're used to doing things they've always done for years and years and years. The other card I pulled personally, which speaks to that, is change and opportunity, or opportunity and change. I've heard from personal friends and people I know, they don't seem to be very excited about doing the same old, or going to the same functions. So the first inquiry I have on that is get underneath the reason why you feel that way and then make the changes that work for you. We don't live in the same day and time that we've lived in 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, 30, 40, however long that's been for you. There's no reason why you can't use this day and time to change traditions up a bit. The challenge with it is that when change comes, unless it's on our own terms, and even if it is on our terms, even if we choose the changes that we want to make, career, house, partnerships, family, there's this concern that other people won't like it because we don't like it when other people make changes that affect us. The Queen of the Light is a reminder that any changes you make right now is going to be supported on a universal level, illuminated, lit up, given the pathway forward, and change and opportunity is most definitely certain. We cannot continue to dig into, buy into, and utilize the same level of control that's been utilized in the past. If you've noticed, huge corporate structures are coming apart and cracking. Folks don't do things the way they did even a year ago. So we've already made these changes. And what I know for sure about my own life in looking back at it, I used to go into these feelings of being bored and complacent, and that sort of leads to this whininess, this judgment where things begin to, it's called a rut really, like a ditch of death, ditch of doubt. You're in the ditch, you're stuck. That stuckness is your indication that you've been here too long. You've outstayed the welcome of where you are. And what you try to keep doing over and over and over to bring something new and lovely and joyful and plentiful into your life is no longer working. The challenge we have is that what will work, because we're all given this idea that we have to know ahead of time what's around the corner. We have to know how it's going to turn out. We really want to know how somebody feels about the things that we're doing. It's the reason why we all ask permission before we do something. Right now is the time where you've already got the permission, you've just not been paying attention to it, if you feel stuck. If you don't feel stuck, if you're moving right ahead and you seem to be doing things at random where you don't really quite understand why you're doing them, and it does feel like there's a force within you doing these things and making these choices, that's the change that's coming. I've often, especially this year, not quite understood why I've done what I've done. And oftentimes, if I get stuck, I will sit and say, I don't know if that was the wisest thing I could have done at a time like this. It's not necessarily right to make these second guesses. I've talked about second guessing before. Second guessing is the ditch of doubt. There's something that's coming up underneath the second guess, the other guess, that stops you from moving forward. This is the piece that life, if you will, wisdom, inner wisdom, is telling you to reconcile. And usually it has to do with a fear that comes from somewhere. Something that you learned a long time ago that you believe that's stuck underneath, that's sort of like a bit like a stain. No matter how many times you put it through the wash, you still can't get that shadow out. And those shadow energies, those underlying energies, have been the things that have sabotaged you. It's time to take the shadows out into the light, use the Queen of the Light's energy to move forward and know that, you know, the pathway is going to be lit up. The other issue that we face is we live in this world of instant access, instant gratification, instant manifestation. We have the ability and the capability to make things happen instantaneously. I am always blown away by artificial intelligence. How is it that I'm looking at something on the internet and there in my inbox comes offers for whatever it is I've been looking at? You can look at that in two ways. You could look at it like an artificial, computerized, analytical program is poking its nose into your business. Well, my friends, I look at this with a giggle on my face, because how many times have we poked our nose into other people's business when we know they're not watching? I mean, really, we have to sort of get real with it. It's a bit like, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious what's going to happen next. I see a headline and now I know differently, but I've clicked on the next story and you're like, oh, next thing you know, you're in a rabbit hole. You're in a rabbit hole of everything you're watching and doing is being looked at and analyzed. I don't know that there's anything wrong with it unless you are a criminal, and even criminals are getting caught now because of artificial intelligence. So anything that you use it for your advantage. Use it to bring you things. Like, I can't think of a better way to say, well, listen, I'm looking for the best price on such and so. Shove it in the search engine, best price for so and so. Whoosh! Next thing you know, your inbox is full of offers that you could use to get what you need to get. So these are the things I'm saying. You make the decision. You get the choice to make the decision. And the lovely part about working with the universe in such a divine way is those items, those things, that intelligence, that quick instant access to manifestation is presented to you for a reason. If you weren't meant to see it, have it, touch it, get it now, you wouldn't be presented with it. We are always at the right place, always in the right time, even if we're not sure that's where we're supposed to be. Think of the times in your life where you have got that job and not sure you really wanted it. And something keeps telling you, I'm not sure I should go do this. If you continue doing it and it wasn't for your highest good, trust me, there's a way that's going to pull you out of it, get you out of it, turn you around. Some of the things we fear the most are the things we need to pay attention to. Some of the things we dread the most are the things that are calling our name. It is the past experiences that have not been so light, not been so joyful, things that we've tried to push hard at and it collapsed. See what you want to see, feel what you want to feel, act as if you have it now, and then let that go. Because what happens is you have a greater chance of using artificial intelligence, which is not artificial because it lives within you, to manifest the reality that you're looking for right now. And right now is the opportunity and change that's coming. Let's meditate. Feet flat on the floor. Big breath in. Fill up with this light. Fill up with this life. Fill up with the oxygen and take the space. This allows bigness, greatness, opportunity to come in floods. Release and let go of the stuff that gets in your way. Beginning to bring your attention to your physical body, beginning with what's touching the floor, always grounding before every meditation, to integrate yourself with the present place and the present time and the reality experience of where you are physically. Make any physical adjustments you need to make space and length within your skeletal system. That means pull your shoulders back, lift your chin up, press your sitting bones down if you're seated, press your feet down if your hips are elevated, and allow the energy to course up through your feet into your midsection, sweeping with your mind and your consciousness through your bones and major joints to breathe in healing energy, freeing energy. And continue lifting this energy up and through your heart, your chest, upper back, in through and out the crown of your head. Begin to see your body as a vessel, a carrier, a container. Begin to experience your physical self as a transporter from one moment to the next, connecting with one person at a time, connecting with one group of people at a time. with the energy and the power that lives within you, allow your consciousness to rise up over the top of your physical body and using your mind's eye, your third eye, imagine, if you can, the view of your physical body from above you. Knowing that your spirit, your essence, your soul is attached to your physical body by energy and vibration. Use this opportunity to just rise to where your ceiling is if you're in a room. Let your mind travel to the left side view. What do you notice about the left side of your physical body right now that you are looking at? The stillness, the image, rotate forward as if to sit yourself right in front of yourself, becoming the actual mirror. Allow your spirit to open up this new way of viewing and seeing yourself. Stimulate the brain activity, the mind activity, the optical nerves with your eyes closed, and see the front view of yourself with your eyes closed. You begin with your face, the shape of your eyes and the bridge of your nose. The shape and contour of your cheeks and your eyebrows, your eyelashes. Be with the experience of a live, real mirror looking right back at yourself. Just as your physical eyes look at your reflection in the mirror, so your ethereal eyes, your third eye center, can see the same image. Rotate around with your mind's eye toward the right side, beginning to be with the energy of a 360-degree camera. Be the camera lens. This is simply the experience of viewing yourself in a different way, viewing your physical body from your spiritual vantage point. Now view yourself from your right side slightly behind you, as if to be above your right shoulder. Rotate around until you come to being slightly above the back of your head, slightly behind you. Imagine there are 2 to 4 feet between your vantage point, your vision. Just be with the experience of what you notice and what you feel. The messages and your thoughts that your mind is presenting. Now picture and experience your entire body being filled with light. As you look from your vantage point, slightly above and slightly behind your physical self, see that light pouring down from way above you, shining right down through the middle of you. And continue allowing this light to expand out from you. Now bring your vantage point, your mind's eye, your third eye vision into your body, just as it is usually. Being aware of your physical body, your eyes closed. See the light way out in front of you. There are no walls and no ceilings, just pure light. Choose the energy that goes with the light. The energy can be peaceful and soft, easeful without obstruction, or energetic and filled with adrenaline. Choose the energy you want to set for today's activities and know that every part of this day will be illuminated. All opportunities and change will be met to your highest good. So be it, and so shall it be. When you're ready, bring yourself back with your hands to heart center. Lift your prayer to your third eye center. And together we bow and say Namaste. Thank you for that. I enjoyed that. So I hope you have a really good Tuesday, and let your imagination just run wild, run free. Enjoy whatever you want to do. And have a day that matters, have a day that counts, have a day that makes a difference, have a day that you can remember. And we'll see each other tomorrow. Bye.